Today's lesson is on how to gain 100% confidence, trust, and consistency with your one-handed backhand. You're going to need 3 components to do that. Number 1, the grip. You've got to be at least at an Eastern backhand or a semi-Western backhand. Now, how do we find the grips? We take the index knuckle, which is right here, and the heel pad here, the index knuckle on the inside of the hand there, and the heel pad, and we're going to put those right on that top bevel. Remember, all rackets are 8-sided. You got 8 sides there. We give those numbers. 1 is on top, 2 is that little bevel on the side, 3 is here on the side, 4 is underneath that smaller bevel, and 5 is on the bottom. Now for a left-hander, it's the same thing. You just go the other way. 1's on top, 2 is here, 3, 4, and 5's on the bottom. Okay, so for that Eastern backhand, we're going to put those 2 X's right on top. Okay, now if you notice the racket, it's pretty much vertical here with an Eastern grip, okay? Now, if I turn the grip to a semi-Western, I'm going to put those X's on the number 2 on this side, okay? Like for a left hand, on the left-hander's side. But notice what that does to the racket face. It closes it. See, the racket is now facing down. That's the semi-Western backhand grip, made famous by Gustavo Kuerten, one of the best backhands of all time. Okay, so you're going to be on 1 or number 2. Okay, that's going to be crucial for your one-handed backhand. You've got to have one of those grips. The number 2 component you need is you have to create effortless power. Because if you're struggling with this shot, you're doing something wrong. This shot, your arm is going away from your body. If you're working hard, you're doing something wrong. Your timing, however, has to be great. You have to have good timing. So that's something you have to work on, your timing. But I want you to feel like it's effortless, like you're not even trying. And how do we do that? We create the rubber band effect. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Okay, when I turn, I see a ball hit to my backhand, that unit turn, I turn the upper body, I get my feet set up. Okay, I'm ready to hit the ball now, but the ball's not here yet. Okay, the ball's coming. Now I have to time this part of my swing where I pull the racket back from the shoulder. The shoulder, the upper back, you're stretching that out like a rubber band. Okay, so I'm here, I'm set, I'm ready to hit. Now, remember, I'm hitting a topspin backhand, so I have to go below the ball, at least a good foot lower than the contact point, wherever that is. Get the racket a foot lower. So this is my contact point right here. I'm here. Now I'm going to pull the racket back from the shoulder, and as I pull it back, notice my lead foot steps out. Okay, now I have pulled the rubber band. I'm looking over my right shoulder, and I've pulled that rubber band. So now all I have to do is release it. So remember, here's the rubber band. When I pull this, okay, I'm stretching it, and then when I release, it just goes with no effort whatsoever. That's what you need for a solid, consistent, reliable, confidence in your one-handed backhand. Okay, so you need that take back, that pull back from the shoulder. And number 3, the contact point, which is going to be about a foot to a foot and a half in front of your lead foot. Okay, so that's why I said earlier that the timing is so important. Timing is going to be the thing you have to work on, not using brute strength. You have to work on your timing, because when you bring the racket back here, you want to step into it with your right foot. So you have to time the take back and the step so that you're right there when the ball is there. Okay, so that's the hard part. Okay, so you have to work on that timing. You turn, you see the ball coming. Okay, now I'm going to step and pull it back, and boom, I'm going to be right there when the ball is there. Notice my hitting arm is fully extended. That's the third component. You need that arm extended. You don't want a bent elbow hitting the ball back here. Okay, you've got to extend the arm. When you're making contact, the arm is fully extended, and that extensor muscle right here is keeping that racket firm. Okay, that's the muscle right there. So work on those three components, and you're going to really develop an effortless one-hander. And that's one of the keys to gaining confidence in your one-hander. Effortless. You're not trying too hard. Okay? The ball could be coming 100 miles an hour. If your timing's right, if you can get that timing right and step in, boom, it's going to go back 100 miles an hour, and you're not exerting a lot of brute force, or you're not exerting tons of energy. Okay, so the other thing is too, when you pull that rubber band and you just relax on the forward swing, breathe out, you're relaxing your muscles. Okay, let's take a look in slow motion. Okay, I turn the shoulders, I'm getting the feet set up. This is my initial backswing. Now from here, I'm going to pull that rubber band and step in right there. Okay, you can see I'm looking over my right shoulder. The rubber band has been pulled. Now from here, I'm going to release. Okay, at contact, the arm is extended, and I've got a semi-western backhand grip there. Notice the arms going in different directions. That's also going to be key to your finish. Okay, again in slow motion, here's the initial take back right there. Getting the feet set up. Now from here, I'm going to pull that rubber band and step in right there. I'm pulling it back. Right now, the butt cap of the racket is facing towards the camera. Okay, from here now I release. Boom, at contact, the arm is fully extended again. You can see that clearly. And the finish, the arms go in opposite directions there. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Please give me a like, a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you are notified anytime I put up another video. So remember, out of those 3 points, they're all super important. You need all 3 to develop a really confident one-hander. I really like the second point, where you're creating that effortless power. Work on that, work on your timing. All the best. Take care.